Republicans, they've really tried to forget the cost of mismanaging the COVID-19 pandemic. They have tried to change the topic going into the elections, but Americans are not allowing them to. Try to change the subject by talking about the Supreme Court. But that was for a day or two, and then people went back to the pandemic. With over 215,000 people dead, Americans are not allowing them to change the subject. In recent days, the Republicans have really becoming fearful. Ted Cruz, he acknowledged recently on a radio program that he's worried about the election and that it could be a bloodbath of Watergate proportion on how the voters vote. He was saying if the voters vote on the economy or on the pandemic, then it could be disastrous for the Republican Party.
But I also think if on election day people are angry and they've given up hope and they're depressed, which is what Pelosi and Schumer want them to be, I think it could be a terrible election. I think we could lose the White House and both houses of Congress, that it could be a bloodbath of Watergate proportions. And I don't recall an election in my lifetime where the delta, the spread between those two was as dramatic as it is. And it makes this a very uncertain election.
McConnell, first time he has ever come out. No, because the argument has to be about the virus, has to be about the management of the pandemic. Cannot be against the Supreme Court anymore. Now all of a sudden, he's distancing himself from the president. And now he's saying they're all trying now to distance themselves to say that they have a different view than the president. Now, Mitch McConnell, as you have seen in my previous video, he has come out and he has said that he has not been to the White House because of the fact of how the president has managed the virus. And he's saying that from in May he has been talking about wearing masks.
I haven't actually been to the White House since August the 6th because my impression was their approach to how to handle this was different from mine. If any of you have been around me since May the 1st, I've said wear your mask and practice social distancing. It's the only way we know of to prevent the spread until we get a vaccine. And we've practiced that in the Senate. Now, you've heard about other places that have had a different view, and they are, paying the price for it.
Senator Thom Tillis is begging people to vote for him so that the Republicans can maintain their Senate majority. Senator Martha McCalley from Arizona tried to distance herself from Trump recently. The Governor Charlie Baker of Massachusetts, he's a Republican, and recently he has criticized the Trump administration as being incredibly irresponsible. Now, Senator Susan Collins, she said recently that the fact that Trump did not want to negotiate a stimulus package is indeed a huge mistake. Now, these are just some of the Republicans who have been quietly coming out of their shell in fear of losing their seat. The boat is rocking. We wait and we see who goes down with it. It's gonna be a very interesting election because in all of this, what the Republicans were doing, they held their silence. And despite everything, they sided with the president. So we shall see what the outcome of this election is going to be. And we look to see if there's any more Republican that's gonna come out against the president as the next 3 weeks goes by.
Thank you for watching. Like the video before you go. Please subscribe if you haven't done so. And remember to share the video with your friends and family. And browse the channel for more quality content. Until next time, walk good, my friends.